Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's excel to excel. So before starting off with anything, I would like to thank you all. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the support you poured in my previous video. That was my first video. I went through all the messages, all the comments, and it was really inspiring. It was motivating. And इन सारे messages को, सारे comments को, सारे personal messages को, calls को receive करने के बाद I am thrilled. And it has filled me with all the positive energy. So please keep loving me the way you have loved me before, and I will make sure कि आपके जो भी expectations हैं मैं उन पे पूरी तरह से खरी उतरूँ. Okay, so thank you very much. Now, as earlier promised, today's video is about our young scholars, okay, of class 6, and the topic which I am going to take up today is from this book Living English by Ratnasagar Publication. ठीक है, तो बहुत सारे CBSE बोर्ड्स में ये बुक अभी चल रही है for class 6 students, and today's lecture is on the very first chapter from this book Living English by Ratnasagar Publication, and that is Dear Mrs. Naidu. Okay, now before I start off with the explanation of the story of this chapter or whatever, there are certain things which needs to be clarified. Now, what are those things? Now, first of all, like I said, I know that completion of syllabus and getting good marks, ये सब बहुत ज़्यादा important है कि मैम syllabus तो complete करना ज़रूरी है. I know, but here we are not just for the sake of completing syllabus. We are here to work on our reading skills, listening skills, higher order thinking skills and various other areas. तो syllabus complete करना important है, but उसके साथ साथ keep this in mind that we are here to work on ourselves. Okay, so now without time passing our time like this, let's just get started with the video, and I would like you all to introduce you to the author of this story. Okay, so stay tuned.
Today's topic is Dear Mrs. Naidu, written by Mathangi Subramanian. Okay, so before starting off with the chapter, let's get to know the author of the chapter before. Okay, Mathangi Subramanian is an award-winning writer and an educator. Okay, and as a person, okay, she loves characters, like powerful girls, and those characters who love to raise their voices, someone who likes to take a stand for themselves. Okay, and this is very clearly reflected on her story. So this topic, this story which we are going to take up today, Dear Mrs. Naidu, here also we find one such character, the protagonist Sarojini, who is exactly like this, a very powerful girl who knows how to stand for herself. Okay, now talking about the story, whatever is there in your syllabus, it's just extract, a small part taken from a novel. So the name of the novel itself is Dear Mrs. Naidu, and this is just a part taken from this novel, and this novel has bagged her the award, South Asian Book Award, in the year 2016. And not just that, she has also won many awards for her other books. Okay, so I guess this was information regarding the author is enough for you all. Now let's get to know a very brief overview of the story. What is the story all about? Now this story is, like a very heartwarming, like a heart-touching story of a young girl, a young girl of just 12 years of age who is standing for a cause. Okay, what is that cause? When you read the entire novel, then you will get to know that actually this entire story is dedicated to the right to education, that how education is important. It's a necessity for every one of us. Okay, and here we see that the story deals with the protagonist. Who is she? She is Sarojini, okay, who has been given a task. She has been given an assignment where she has to write a letter to a person she would like to know better. Okay, and then she has decided that, okay, I am going to write my letters to Sarojini Naidu, the famous freedom fighter, the famous poetess of India, the Nightingale of India. Right, now when you go through the chapter, you will see that the entire story is divided into 3 sections. What are they? The first section is, like an introduction of little Sarojini and Animus. In the second part, we are going to discuss about the dissimilarities between little Sarojini and Sarojini Naidu. And finally, we are going to talk about the similarities between both the Sarojinis. Who are those two Sarojini? Little Sarojini, our protagonist, and Sarojini Naidu, the freedom fighter. Okay? Now, in every chapter, you will see these red parts. Okay, these red areas are there. And what is all about? They are just there to give a gist, a essence of what is there in the story. Okay, so here also, like I've informed you all before, Dear Mrs. Naidu is an extract from the novel of the same name by Mathangi Subramanian. 12-year-old Sarojini writes a letter to the freedom fighter and poet, the late Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. What begins as a school assignment transforms the life of the girl. She continues writing more letters to Mrs. Naidu. So these are the things, these are the basic information which we have already discussed before. Okay. Now let's take up the very first part of the story. Okay. So now I am zooming in. Okay. If you find difficult to read or whatever thing, then you can also zoom from your side. Okay. Now as the story starts, we see Dear Mrs. Naidu and then we have a small comma. Okay. Now from this we see that this is somewhat related or somewhat similar to the format which we use when we write a letter. जब हम letter किसी को लिखते हैं, है ना, तो हम लोग ऐसे ही लिखते हैं Dear Father and then we put a comma. So from the very first line, we get this idea. एक idea मिल रहा है, एक समझ में कुछ आ रहा है कि okay, एक letter लिखा जा रहा है. Very next line, this gets clear that I guess you are wondering why I am writing you this letter. So from the very first part, from the very beginning, it's very clear that our protagonist, little Sarojini, is writing a letter to whom? To Mrs. Naidu. And वो कौन है? She is none other than Sarojini Naidu. ठीक है? Now, in your, this side, you can see that there are certain meanings which I have given. Suppose the word is wondering. What is the meaning of wondering? It means to think, to ponder, to reflect, to meditate. Now understand. All the four meanings, जो भी 4 words दिए हुए हैं, सब क्या है? वो synonyms है wondering के. Now क्यों मैम जब एक word के एक meaning आप दे सकते थे? Why am I overloading you with all the words? So that you enrich your vocabulary. देखो, when you write your answers, आपके facts different नहीं होंगे, आपके content जो answer का जो भी content होगा, that will be quite similar. Why am I writing, giving you these many words? So that you can use these words and you can differentiate your answers from others. ठीक है, आप अगर जितना ज्यादा अलग अलग वर्ड्स यूज करते हो, जिस तरह से डिफरेंट ही अपने सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर बनाओगे, आपका आंसर दूसरों से वैसे ही अलग होगा. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन विद द स्टोरी. Then she says that honestly, Mrs. Naidu, so am I. What is the meaning of so am I? So am I is even she is wondering, even she is confused that why has she chosen Mrs. Naidu? Okay, why she has chosen to write her letters to Mrs. Naidu? उसने ऐसा क्यों सोचा? Then we are introduced to another character, and who is she? She is Amma. Now what is she saying about Amma? She says that my mother, my Amma, she says कि we are not supposed to talk to strangers. So this means that अगर मैं आपको letter लिख रही हूँ, then ये भी allowed नहीं है. Even this should be not allowed. But then she says, but since this is a school assignment, she says it's okay. Here is a tip, Mrs. Naidu. If you ever want adults to let you do something, just tell them that it's like a school assignment. So here, first of all, just look at the different meanings I have given to for the word assignment, like task, piece of work, chore, duty. You can use these words for your answer. And then, what is the first thing which you are going to notice here is the first characteristic which we find in little Sarojini. And what is that? That she is very smart. And she understands the mentality of parents. She understands कि क्या-क्या बात है जो parents को खुश करती है, क्या-क्या बात है parents उससे उदास होते हैं. And then she is also coming up with suggestions. Here the word tip here means suggestion. So she is suggesting Mrs. Naidu कि whenever you want to do something, okay, and if your parents are not letting you do, अगर आपके parents permission नहीं दे रहे हैं, you just say that it's like it's a sort of school assignment. Our teacher has asked us to do. Okay, and then you will be given the permission. Now let's move on to the second part of the story. Tell them it is a school assignment. They will understand. 100% agree to it every time. Okay, maybe I should start from the beginning. The beginning was last week. Last week I started class 6 and I met our new teacher Annie Miss, who is not like any teacher I have had before. Now we are being introduced to another character. And who is this new character? This new character is our Annie Miss. Okay, and she is saying that she is not like any other teacher. She is not like any such person whom we have met before. Now what is so special about this Annie Miss? Now this paragraph, you can see like here I've written number 1 deals with the correct form of education. So you can write these points just beside the paragraph. I would suggest that you please keep, a copy and, your exercise copy and pen with you, because see, taking screenshot is very easy. बहुत आसान होता है screenshot ले लो. But from my personal experience, I would like to say कि जो भी screenshots लेते हैं, वो बस हमारे phone में ही रह जाता है. Okay, so you all don't do that. Now, in this paragraph, she wants to say that what is the correct form of education. Now, what is that? For example, Animus says that she doesn't think school should be about memorizing things and saying them back. She says memorizing things and saying them back makes you a parrot, not a person. She says she wants us to grow our brains and our hearts. Now, when you reflect on the present scenario, हमारे लिए क्या सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है? Just before our exam, आंसर सारे अवेलेबल हो, हम लोग सारे आंसर्स को मगअप कर ले हो बहुत अच्छे से, एंड एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर में जाकर के बस उसको प्यूक आउट करना है. दिस इज व्हाट वी वांट, कि हम लोग बस उसको वॉमिट कर दें, राइट? एंड शी सेज, Animus, she is against this form of education. She says that if you are just mugging up things without understanding, जब आप समझ ही नहीं रहे हो आप क्या पढ़ रहे हो, देन आप में और एक पैरेट में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं रहेगा. And then she says this line, she's underlying this line, she wants us to grow our brains and our hearts. What does this mean? क्या मतलब होता है इसका? Now, so understand this class, that growing brain, okay, we understand कि we are gaining knowledge, we are attaining knowledge. So, जितने ज़्यादा knowledge हम लोग अपने अंदर लेंगे, our brain will expand. ठीक है? Now, what about growing our heart? Growing our heart means how are you going to use the education which you have got? आप किस तरह से उसको use करने वाले हैं? Okay, so here, this entire section, it deals with the correct form of education. How are you using your education? Okay, but then this second passage, this deals with Sarojini's reaction. Okay, you can also say that these are the reasons she has stated, she has given reasons that why she is going to school. क्यों वो school जाना चाहती है? When she said that, I wanted to ask how growing our hearts will help us pass our exams, get into college and get a job and buy a house with a proper roof and maybe even a garden, which are all the reasons why I go to school. But I didn't. So she is stating all the reasons. Okay. Now, when you go through this paragraph, okay, when you ponder, when you think about it, this paragraph, then there's this line, to get a job and buy a house with a proper roof. So what does this hint at? This actually hints that अभी presently, at present Sarojini, our little Sarojini, वो जिस घर पे है, maybe उसके घर पे एक proper छत भी नहीं. So it's actually reflecting, it's actually showcasing the, poor condition she is in right now. Okay, it also reflects on the financial strata. From which strata does she belong? Okay. Even though it was only the first week of school, ma'am gave us an assignment. Miss says that now we are in 6th standard, it's time for us to be serious. Every teacher says this every year, but none of them ever gave us assignments during the first week of school. So Animus might mean it. Now what is the assignment? The assignment is to write letters to someone we would like to get to know better. She said that we could pick anyone as long as we explain why. So why was she writing a letter? Because she has been assigned a assignment. उसको एक assignment, एक task दिया गया था, एक duty दिया गया था. By whom? By Animus. ठीक है? As you have probably concluded, Mrs. Naidu, I picked you. This is the first time I have written the word concluded. It's an English word that means figured out based on clues and evidence. I learned it by reading detective stories, even though our Englishmen says they are useless drags. I think this proves, again cancelled out, I conclude that she is wrong. Now we see that little Sarojini, she is trying hard to enrich your vocabulary. Okay, so instead of using any simple word that I want to say this or other thing, she said, so that is why you must have concluded. By now you must have understood that, okay, I am writing this letter to you. And then she also says, I learned this word from detective stories. I love reading detective stories, but my English teacher, she says that they are useless rags. but I must conclude that she is wrong. Now, what is the meaning of conclusion? Conclusion is basically, when you judge, when you look at a particular situation, you look at the pros, you can look at the cons. एक किसी भी सिचुएशन को आप उसका सही देख रहे हो, आप उसका गलत देख रहे हो, एंड देन यू स्टार्ट जजिंग कि अच्छा उसने ऐसा कहा, देन ये ऐसा हुआ, एंड फाइनली व्हेन यू कम टू अ सॉल्यूशन, टू कम टू अ कंक्लूजन, एक आप इन्फरेंस निकाल रहे हो, आप एक डिडक्शन निकाल रहे हो, सो दैट इज कंक्लूजन. सो शी सेज दैट I must conclude. So after going through all the books, and उसके pros, detective stories के pros and cons को पता करने के बाद, now I must conclude that no, she is wrong. Detective stories are not useless, guys. Okay? I understand if you find this confusing, Mrs. Naidu. After all, you and I don't have much in common. Now, understand, when we were discussing the brief overview, तभी we discussed that, okay, this entire section is divided into 3 parts. पहला section में we got to know about Sarojini, we got to know about Annie Mills and other different information we got. In the second part, we are going to discuss about the dissimilarities between the two. And this section, the second section has already started. Here we are going to take up the dissimilarities. Okay? She says that we don't have much in common. For one thing, I am alive and you are not. I am sorry if that was rude, but I have never written to a dead, cancelled out, deceased, cancelled out, passed on, cancelled out, historical person before. So I don't really know the polite way to say that you are dead. Now again understand, this section is actually telling us about the characteristic, another characteristic of Sarojini, and what is that? That she is extremely polite. She is writing to a dead person. Okay? Her letter will never be delivered to Sarojini Naidu. But even then also, she doesn't want to use any harsh word. वो किसी भी खराब वर्ड का या कोई भी ऐसा वर्ड जिससे मे बी सरोजनी नायडू को बुरा लग जाए कि अच्छा ये मुझे डेड और डिसीज से एड्रेस करी है. So she kept on, first she wrote and then she cancelled out. She strike that word out कि नहीं ये अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, it's very impolite. And then finally she came up with the word historical. So like a good adjective she wants to use for Sarojini Naidu. And then she says, I'm really sorry, I have never written any letter to such a person who is not anymore with us. Now she moved on to the second difference. Here's another difference between us. When you were 12, which is how old I am now, you wrote a poem that was thousands of lines long and it was in English. I don't think I could write that many lines in any language. Definitely not in English. Okay, and beside this, I've also given, like the extra information that name of the poem by Sarojini Naidu is The Lady of the Lake. And this poem was 13,000 lines long. Okay. So this was the second point of difference between the two. Talking about the third point of difference, she says that when you were 12, you taught matriculation examination. So matriculation is, when we are in this class 10, that is called matriculation. So when Sarojini Naidu was only 12 years of age, she had completed her class 10 examination, and not just completed, she topped that examination. But our little Sarojini, even she is a topper, but of class 5. Okay. Then she says that you fought for India's freedom and won. I have never fought for anything. If I did, I am not sure if I would win. Especially if I was fighting against the Britishers, who have lots of spies and detectives and things that I don't think we have in India. So another point of difference is that freedom fighter Sarojini Naidu, she was very brave, she was valiant. Whereas we have our little Sarojini who is very docile. Now you can write down this point just beside this paragraph, that little Sarojini, another characteristic which we find in our little Sarojini is that she is very docile. D-O-C-I-L-E, docile. क्या होता है? Docile is a person, who is very timid, जो सहमा हुआ रहता है, किसी से लड़ता झगड़ता नहीं है, who is very naive. That kind of person is known as docile, and she was like this only, our little Sarojini. Then again, pointing out at the differences, she says that you lived in a huge house with lots of rooms and maids to your housework. My house is only one room, and Amma is a maid who does other people's housework. So again, now she is actually talking about the difference, of social difference, or you can say financial difference between the two. She says that my mother, she is a maid, but you had many maids in your house, right? So she is reflecting. I have also given you certain vocabulary, word building for spies, that is secret agent, undercover agent, for maids, that is housemaid, house helpers, etc. Okay, and then she says you had lots of brothers and sisters, and then you had a lot of kids. So another word, instead of just saying that I have many brothers and sisters, you say I have many siblings. Okay, so that could be another word. And lastly, I don't have any brothers and sisters. I don't have kids either. But you probably know, strike out again, concluded that already since I am only 12. So this is, like the last point of difference between the two. So this was, the basic differences which was visible, clearly visible in our little Sarojini and Sarojini Naidu.
So in today's video, we took up the first section of the story and second section of the story. Because video काफी लंबा हो जाएगा, so I'm not going to take up the entire story in one go. In our next video, what are we going to do is we are going to take up the last part of the story, and also we are going to take up the question and answers. So don't worry, rest assured कि सारा section जो है वो touch किया जाएगा, सारे sections को complete किया जाएगा. Now अगर there's always a room of improvement. So because this was just my first video, this was just my first step. तो अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा तो प्लीज़ डू लाइक, एंड अगर कुछ ऐसा लगा होगा कि नहीं ये बेटर हो सकता था एंड या कुछ ऐसा प्रॉब्लम रह गया, तो प्लीज़ डू कमेंट दैट ऑल्सो. ओके, आपके हर कमेंट का, हर इशू का अच्छे से ध्यान रखा जाएगा. ऑलराइट, सो प्लीज़ डू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. एंड आप लाइक ना भी करो कोई बात नहीं, बट कोशिश कीजिएगा कि इसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स तक शेयर किया जा पाए. जो मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स नहीं भी हैं उन तक भी ये वीडियो पहुंचे ताकि उनकी हेल्प हो पाए. ओके, सो थैंक यू फॉर नाउ एंड लेट्स मीट इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो.